Okay guys, so the next part, when our partner tries to like hip escape and get their guard back, we need to obviously address the leg coming in. I call this one Mauricio's side control because Roger's dad, Mauricio, he showed me this years ago and I use it every single time I train. Every time I get to side control, this position happens all the time, just to stop my partner getting that guard back. So obviously, if I'm just, like, even if I'm like cross-facing here, some people are really good at wedging that knee in between you and them. So as soon as you feel your partner like trying to bridge up and stuff, I want to get the underhook arm just on the floor next to Ali's hip. And now I can start to bring my arm over the top of the head. I can look to grab the belt. And what I like to do is I drop, whichever knee is closer to the head, I drop that leg to the floor and look up here, because now like my weight is actually going through my partner. If I'm just staying on my knees, there's still space, they're still relatively comfortable. They can't really get their guard back, but if I just drop my hip to the floor and look up, now there's actually more weight going through my partner. Because what some people do is they try and like keep their head connected to the floor. They think they're like killing the space, but you're actually distributing your weight further over to that side. So this is why a lot of people lose their side control, because they think this is like getting the pressure down, but you're actually making it easier for your partner to escape. So when you're a healer, you can grab the belt, you can grab like the hip, you can even use this like feeding the lapel underneath the armpit as well. If the belt's available, I like to grab the belt and I want to be underneath my partner's elbow as well. So when you switch your arms healer, so I go underneath the arm, his frame will be in, block the hip, and now drop my left knee to the floor and look up like this. Because now if Ali tries to get his guard back, there's no way he's getting his leg in between me and him. My arm is on the floor. If you feel like they are starting to like get their guard back somehow, I can always just move around slightly to like almost like north-south, but just here will be good enough as well, okay? Let's do it. So, like regular side control, if I feel like they're about to hip escape and bridge, get my arm next to the hip here, bring my arm over the top of the head. You can look to grab the belt. If the belt's not available, you can use your lapel, or you can even bring your elbow sort of like to offset the head as well. Now I drop my hip to the floor and look up like this, because now there's actually weight on my partner. He's not getting his guard back, and then they've only got really one option, is to like either look for the underhook on like this side, but we can flatten our partner out, or if I give them enough space, some people, if they can't get their guard back, they sort of start to like flee, but they're actually giving up their back as well, okay? So now, like I said, if they do look for the underhook with this arm, because they can't get their guard back, we need to address them getting on their side. If they start to get on their side, I can't allow them to go so far because they get to the turtle and they'll end up in that sort of like dogfight position as well. So once I'm here, if Ali starts to get his underhook, look, he starts to turn to his side, so he gets the underhook. Healer, if I allow him to get to his knees, then this is a problem. So as soon as you feel your partner get on your side, look, I can't keep my arm over the top of the head here. I need to readdress this cross-face healer, and we're back to the armpit here. You can grab the gi on this part, because when I drive my partner over, they end up very uncomfortable with a fist in the back of their back as well. So I can grab the armpit, look, be on my toes and start to drive my partner back healer, and then we're back to the first thing that we did. If you feel like they're big and strong, then I can even start to get my shoulder pressure down as well.